COVID-19 is an opportunity for us to consider our preparedness from a mental health perspective. We're currently sitting at a tipping point around the world where the decisions that we make today are either going to positively influence our future or have a negative impact that we're going to be a victim to. At Africans United, we're working with a group of men and women around the country to prepare their mental health for what could be a challenging economic future. Using the frameworks of Theory U, PDIA, psychocybernetics, MBSR, these are just a few of the tools that we're teaching participants so that we can go through a journey of co-creating and co-initiating solutions that can help us be prepared in the event that COVID-19 has severe economic impacts on our country and on its people. This pandemic has proven that civil society, government, and private partnerships can in fact come together to save lives and to make a difference. And I guess the call that as participants and individuals that are supporting Africans United is what we're saying to South Africans and those across the African continent is raise your level of consciousness and consider that this pandemic, it might be here today, but it's going to have an impact into the future, and it is going to require a level of consciousness, awareness, and compassion that's going to demand that we reach out, we connect, we co-initiate, we collaborate, and we consider the power that Theory U has for us to develop prototypes for solutions that address the African problems. Put some water on there. And now you must go to the top.
I think COVID-19 is going to reshape the way that we do things in South Africa in particular. And I think being mentally prepared, especially through a community like Africans United, is going to stand us in really good stead. Because even through this, we cannot control the macroeconomic factors. We cannot control things like a pandemic. But I can control me, and I can control my response to what's happening to the world around me. I'm constantly reminded that I am a victor, not a victim. And I think that is crucial in a time like this. I don't think that there's been a greater need for an institution like Africans United.
Being a part of this journey has taught me to be more aware of myself and of my surroundings.
So I'm learning a lot of into I so that I know how to resolve what I've been through and how to better change it, so that I become a better person.
I believe instead of changing the world, change your perspective to life and worry about ourselves presently in order to make a difference.
No matter what culture or background or educational or ethnicity that you come from, there are so many amazing ladies in this room that are on the same journey, and that is really just to be on a self-mastery journey, wanting to better themselves.
I've become a better person. I've cut off a lot of people, noticing that the energy around me wasn't as I thought it was. Like, they gave me negative vibes, bad energy, and I just cut them off completely, and it made me feel a lot better.
So far, this journey has taught me so much. I've been able to travel back and connect the dots and see what has caused me to feel stuck in my life, what has helped me to move forward and propel my thoughts and ideas.
And it's all about stories and changes and how we go through learning from each other.
What I've learned so far from all these courses is connecting the dots, going back and seeing what are my triggers and why do I react to different things differently.
I've had a great experience today being here. The things that have come out for me was, I've never meditated before. So meditation and just learning how to shut off the mind was quite phenomenal for me and something that I realized I need to work on.
I had a moment to myself without thinking about anything that's happening around me. I had moments where I had to clear my mind of everything that's going on in my life, and went back and I realized that I spent so much time worrying about other people instead of making time for myself.
The reason why we started this with Michelle was our kids used to go to the same school and would greet each other at the parking lot, but we could see that people were disconnected from each other, and we saw a need of bringing people together and having that community like we used to have when we were in the rural areas.
The critical conversation that we had today was focused around systems leadership. I've been talking a lot about systems leadership and the impact that one person has on an entire community of people. I've had that experience myself, and I'm excited to see the experience that other communities are going to have as a result of the individuals that are on this journey with me to learn how to master themselves and to implement the tools and the skills that they're learning. They're not just wanting to do it for themselves, they're wanting to do it for the communities within which they serve. We're really excited about taking all of this material and combining it with everything that we've learned with Theory U and participating in the next cohort of Ubuntu Lab that's facilitated by the Presencing Institute as just another way that we can contribute towards closing the gap, not just in South Africa, but on the African continent.